Good. We're on.
Call the meeting to order. If everybody could rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. Scott, if you could do roll call, please.
Yes, Mr. President. Ms. Albright.
Here.
Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. J. Murray. Mr. Strobel.
Here.
Mr. Scott here. Ms. Leone.
Here.
Mr. S. Templin. Our President, Ms. Olson.
Here. Okay, for procedures for public participation are listed in the inside cover of the agenda. We have announcements. Do we have any agenda edits right now? I don't believe we do. Do any of the board have any agenda edits tonight? Seeing none. Okay, there will be an executive session following the meeting to discuss personnel. And I'm going to give the floor to Dr. Cooper.
Thank you, Madam President. January 2020 is School Director Recognition Month. We say thanks to our Board of School Directors. A quality public education is a key that can open doors of opportunity for many students. Providing that education takes a team of committed people, from educators and staff to parents and administrators. The 9 members of your local school board are an important part of this team, making informed decisions that direct the course of our public schools. Every January, we take time to celebrate and recognize the challenging and vital work they do on behalf of our students, families, and community. As a token of our appreciation, we will be presenting these Dania Boone key rings, and I will hand them out in a second, that were developed by students in our high school technology innovation course and TSA. Again, we thank the board members for being our everyday heroes in making our students' success their top priority.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Cooper, and thanks to the high school students that helped put those together for us. Maybe I can get through a whole week without losing my keys. All right. So do we have any presentations by the public on agenda items? Seeing none, we'll move on to consent items. Do we have a motion for consent items A through L? Mr. Strobel, do I have a second?
A second.
Mr. Miller? Any discussion on any of the items A through L? Yes.
I think
Oh, because they're consent.
the practice has been to state that unless there's an objection, say that the consent items will be deemed unanimously approved by the board.
And for the assembled, I swear we're going to get this right one day. Maybe today will be the day.
So I guess that's my fault, Brian. Consent items 7A through 7L will be considered unanimously approved unless otherwise indicated by a vote to the contrary. Hearing none. Motion approved.
And today was the day.
Everyone?
That's,
No, I'm not being.
No, sounds good. Thank you.
For jumping on her. All right.
All right, so we have consent items on the budget, 8A and B. We have a motion for those? Mr. Strobel, do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Scott, any discussion on those items?
I guess just a comment that we were considering the budget as we agreed to the Act 1 minute. It's a preliminary budget, but we'll see what we're going to
Right, to reiterate what Mr. Miller is saying, you know, this, in years past, this is the maximum amount that we would be able to approve in June after the very laborious budget process. We are hoping that's not what we're going to finally agree with, but that's what's here. But this is not hopefully what we will be seeing in June. So,
just for clarification, the item 8B authorizes the district administration and board officers to take all action necessary to obtain a referendum exception approvals from the Pennsylvania Department of Education. Theoretically, that would allow the board to increase the budget above the stated amount here, but again, as is your practice, the board always works to bring the budget in lower than as preliminary stated.
This just leaves the options.
Right.
All options available. Not that we're going to use them, but it leaves everything available.
and everyone who is going to be voting on that to understand what Mr. Severs and Mrs. Haynes are pointing out.
We have stated that this has been done every year.
Correct. If there's no more discussion from the board, we can go ahead and vote on that.
Just going to say consent agenda items 8A through 8B will be considered unanimously approved unless otherwise indicated by a vote to the contrary. Motion approved.
Okay. On to number 9, personnel consent items, 9A through C. Do I have a motion for those?
So moved.
Mr. Miller, and seconded by Mr. Strobel. Any discussion on the personnel consent items? Mr. Scott?
Consent agenda items 9A through 9C will be considered unanimously approved unless otherwise indicated by a vote to the contrary. Motion is approved.
Okay, on to 10, financial. Take them all together or one by one? Do we have a motion for those?
We're going to need to remove E from the approving non-elected statement, right? I should have stated.
Okay, so I see. Do we have a motion to a vote?
There are usually Berkshire Mechanical and then there are usually it's going to be my future.
So do we have a motion to vote for 10A through D and 10F?
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
Second.
second. Any board discussion on the financial approvals, A, B, C, D, or F? I think, yeah, all of this came out of facilities.
You can't, so, okay.
So you need to vote.
So we'll do that next.
Right.
Do we have any this is all what was discussed, I guess, at the last facilities committee meeting, but do we have any other further discussion on any of those items, the 5 of them? Okay, so this is for
10E.
10A, B, C, D, and F.
10A through D
And F.
and F, right, okay.
Mhm.
Consent items, consent agenda items.
This is not a consent item. This is regular vote.
All for,
I think we have, yes.
all in favor of approving motion items, I think this is right, 10A through 10D plus 10F.
Correct.
All say aye. All opposed?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Okay, so can we vote, can we get a motion to approve 10E? 10E. Mr. Strobel, do I have a second? Do we have a second?
Yes.
Second,
I'll
Ms. Albright. Let me just clarify, does he have this
Strobel was no.
abstention note first?
No, you'll vote for all in favor. Then Mr. Miller will note that he's abstaining
Okay.
due to a potential conflict.
Okay. All right, do you have any discussion on 10E before we vote? Okay,
Okay. All in favor of approving motion agenda 10E?
aye.
Say aye.
Aye.
Just note for-
All opposed?
Noting for the record, I abstained due to a potential conflict of interest.
So-
Abstention due to conflict of interest for Mr. Miller.
Abstained.
so-
Abstention.
701.
But 5 passes, correct?
501, I apologize.
Okay. Number 11. 11A. Does have somebody make a motion for that one? Motion. Have a second?
A second.
That is the first time I'm seeing that. That's really soon. Is there
What's that?
this overnight trip? It's like 2 weeks from now, and it's the first time I'm seeing it. I'm just surprised that it's like happening so quickly.
The Model UN high school, fortunately, we do have, Mr. Spores, do you have any information that you could share on the UN club? Is that something that's typical of
Did it just pop
a
up?
trip every year?
Oh, did it get missed?
It was on the cow, I believe.
It was on the cow. I don't know.
It's a trip that's taken every year, correct?
I was just curious as to why it was just such short notice. I don't know. Were they looking for a UN conference and this one just like cropped up? This opening just cropped up for them?
No, that should have been on ours.
Okay. So I don't know why it's on this one, but I mean, if the principal has the objection, I don't mind voting on it, but it just seems like it's like 2 weeks from now. And it is, and it's student funded.
Right.
The money's not coming from the district, so. All right, so I guess we can vote on it.
All in favor of approving motion agenda item 11A, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
All right. So 12A through C. A motion for that? Mrs. Albright, do I have a second? Mr. Strobel? Any discussion? Mr. Scott.
All in favor of approving, actually, this is, no, this is, okay. All in favor of approving motion agendas 12A through 12C, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? All right.
All right, let the record show that Mr. Murray has joined us.
Hello.
All right, so we have old business, number 13, to approve the committee of the whole minutes from 2 weeks ago. Have a motion for that?
So moved.
Mr. Miller, Mrs. Albright. Any discussion on committee of the whole meeting minutes? Go ahead.
I got a little sidetracked there.
That's okay.
Okay, so all in favor? Is that one, Brian? Thank you. All in favor of approving motion agenda, I guess, old business? All opposed?
13A.
Say aye.
Aye.
All opposed?
All right, I have nothing under new business. Presentation by the public? Seeing none, do we have a motion to adjourn? You have to do it out loud.
You have to speak up, Ms. Albright.
Mrs. Albright, Mr. Strobel, seconded. All right, we are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so we needed a photocopy of my certificate, correct?
Right.
Okay, good. And then, was there any...
That's a photocopy, right?
Yes, I have the original here.
Right?
Was there any other specific paperwork that you needed from me?
I do not believe so.
Okay, I went through my email, I didn't see anything
I
else.
think that's the only one.
Okay, great.
So we're going to get, I think you've got a computer,
I saw that,
and
yeah.
so we're going to do a little tutorial on how to use some of the new functionality.
Great.
And then we'll have a quick personnel. We'll have a quick executive session. We'll have a quick executive session back in Brett's office.
Okay.
Like when we did the first one.
Sure. Yeah, it was
So
very...
So we'll do that, and then class dismissed.
Should okay, so we're going to do the computer stuff
I
here?
think so.
Okay.
Are we doing the computer stuff in here? Are we doing the learning of computers out here or in the office back there?
Yeah. Hey, Scott, do you want to do the board doc stuff here?
We can.
Yeah, why don't we do that here?
And then
He's going to need help getting into the system too, so maybe you guys can start that.
We can do that.
Any of this business?
Because you're going to need to use the Chromebook to tie in.
How you doing? Not bad.
When, tonight?
No, like ever.
I'll get that.
Why is it all of a sudden like a million degrees in here?
Thanks again.
He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve
Someone's going to have to charge us. Hang it from the flag and we'll go back after. We got to do like
I do.
training for 15 minutes.
Do you need it?
And then we'll go back to exec session.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to go, you can hang out here or you can go back to your office.
Can you like hand that over to her? Yeah, mine.
Because the
I've been
door's open.
here since like 5:30,
Go
so I'm sure I'm
straight
good
back,
enough.
Straight back.
Oh, I thought you meant. I'm
door.
sorry. I thought you meant for the
Just
computer.
a single door. Just go through that and some first.
No, I don't have one. No.
So if you want something to, some
Sorry,
water, something
honey.
in the fridge, with some candy, snacks, you know where they're at. There's no shrimp. Sorry. Sorry,
I'm
Beth.
not the one who likes that.
Doesn't this place come with phone chargers?
I mean,
Gotta drive an extra half hour to get here.
I'll see what I can do with the phone charger with Matt's. It did just all of a sudden pick
It's
up.
freezing out there.
it's hot
Warm in here,
now.
all of a sudden it just, you're right. I feel like
Can I open the windows or is it going to muck things up?
open it.
Turn it back up. Okay, so this stuff automatically comes up.
I can't make expert.
I think that might be the issue. I think it's before you showed up, there was a discussion there during one of the.
Is there a way we could, you know a little bit about sound, is there any way we could like move the speakers like back or at least straight in? Because it's a feedback, yeah, but I mean, if we shift, I don't know if you go further out or what, but like, it's weird, like, I don't know why we wouldn't like sucks it up, because like, you really don't hear, it's hard. It's really hard to hear. We probably could if we
I say. They got
even a little bit more. Yeah.
So they
Definitely the feedback, but I get that.
the BCIU just mailed these out.
You might be able to turn it on so it's this way and then when it goes that way.
Well, that's it. Yeah, it's just like.
No, this is just.
Yeah.
That was.
You know.